This hope is an anchor for my soul. 2023 is a time or is a year where people set a lot of goals, objective, or things they want to achieve this year. In the midst of setting all these goals and objective, I want us to understand the importance of placing God in every of our goals and objectives we set in life. So therefore, that's why the title of this video is Walking Uprightly. In the year 2023, we are to walk uprightly with God, commit our ways into His hands and ensure that He guides our footstep. Nobody knows what this year entails. Nobody knows what this year offers. Nobody knows what this year is actually going to produce. Nobody knows if he or she is going to live to see it. But we have hope in God that as long as we are in Christ Jesus, we will see the end of this year. And there are some key verses I want you to go back and look at. This is Psalm chapter 84 verse 1 to the end. We have Psalm 81 verse 7. We have Psalm 81 verse 10 to 14. We have Psalm 78 verse 1, 2 and 7. Now, these verses, if you go back and read it, it explains the key things that we need to understand. Now, what does it mean to walk upright with God? Many of us might have actually wondered, or maybe some have an answer to this question, but I would like to actually explain what it means to walk upright with God. To walk upright is to walk correctly. Upright is correctly, righteously, and to walk uprightly with God is to walk correctly with God. In the year 2023, it is very paramount to walk uprightly with God, to walk correctly with God, so that He can direct our footstep. And walking with God can be done in so many following ways, like you can walk with God in different ways. And then obeying His commandments is very paramount in walking with God. One thing that God cherishes so much is obedience. When you obey His word, He cherishes it so much, because the Bible says to obey is better than sacrifice. He loves a child who will hearken unto His voice and listen to Him. So therefore, Psalm chapter 78 verses 1 made it clearly that we should walk with God. It says that we should set our hope on God and forget not the works of God, but keep His commandments. So when we walk uprightly with God and keep His commandment, the year becomes a clearer one for us, the year becomes a better one for us, the year becomes a good one for us, and we begin to walk in the glory, in the beauty of the Lord. So whatever you do, the Bible says, commit whatever you want to do into the hands of the Lord, and He shall guide your way, He shall prosper it. So in the year 2023, in as much as we set goals, objective, or things we want to achieve this year, or things we want to accomplish this year, either business-wise, economically, spiritually, whatever we are setting, make sure you are working correctly with God. Make sure you are putting God in everything you do. Make sure you are asking Him for guidance, because as a child, you really need to listen to your Father every single time whenever you want to do something. He's the one who can actually decide and actually direct your path. So in the year 2023, walk with God correctly, walk with God righteously, and involve Him in all you do. Obey His commandments. He really loves it. Obey His commandments so that your ways may be long. Obey His commandments so that your ways will be straight, so that you won't have to walk around in circles. I just want you to go with this, that whatever you do this year, make sure that every plans of yours is in accordance with God's will and is directed by God's path, and you see your way and you see yourself prospering this year 2023.